Good morning, happy Tuesday. You're back here at Aura 7. My name is Francesca and I'm going to guide you through your little yoga practice on this Tuesday morning. Good morning. If you have some blocks at home, I always love to grab some blocks. They can be always really helpful to start to open up your body safely. If you need some straps, especially if you're tight in your hamstrings, I highly recommend to grab either a towel or a strap so you can always practice with that together. And when you guys are ready, we're gonna get going, start to settle down onto our mat. So we're gonna start onto our backs. So come lay down onto your back, keeping the soles of the feet down to the mat, rolling all the way back down onto your back. Now bring the soles of the feet together and let your knees to fall out to the side. Place your left palm onto your heart, place your right palm onto your belly, and then gently tuck the chin towards the chest to feel how the back of the neck is getting longer. Closing the eyes, start to soften the muscles around the face. Softening the eyelids, the temples, softening the jaw, your teeth. Allowing your tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. Softening the shoulders, the hips, allowing the knees to open out to the side. Your toes are soft, your hands are relaxed. Just gently start to guide your focus to your breath. Without changing the pattern of the breath, just start to watch your breath. Slow inhales through the nose, filling up your lungs. And slow conscious exhales out through the nose, relaxing the body down to the mat. Keep going deep, slow, rich inhale breath in through the nose, filling up the lungs all the way to the top. Nice slow exhales out through the nose, releasing the body down to the mat. Continue this beautiful breath in and out through the nose. Focus on the breath the entire time. Then gently blink your eyes open. Keep your focus inward. Bring your knees together and pull the knees onto your chest to give yourself a little gentle squeeze, a gentle hug. Release the sole of the left foot down to the mat. Lift up the right leg. Keep the right knee bent and gently pull the right shin closer to your face. And maybe start to slide your left heel all the way towards the back of the mat. Keep your left foot flexed. Reach the energy through the left heel. Press the back of the left knee down to the mat. As with every single exhale, you're softening the right shin closer to your face. Then bend your right knee a lot, so you stack the right ankle on top of the right knee. And start to pull the right knee out to that shoulder socket, like a half happy baby pose, but a modified variation. Good job. Then grab your right knee and guide it over to the left. Bring your right shoulder out to the side, elbow out to the side, and turn the right palm to the ceiling. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, just let the right knee to soften towards the mat. It doesn't have to touch the mat yet. Just finding a nice twist in your body. Good. Then come back to center. Release the sole of the right foot down to the mat. Lift up the left leg. Keep a nice bend into the left leg as you start to pull the left shin towards the face. And then maybe slowly start to slide the right heel all the way towards the back of the mat, keeping the right foot flexed, reaching the right heel towards the back of the mat as you're softening the back of the right knee down. And maybe with every single exhale, just gently guide the left shin closer to your face, keeping the chin tucked in, breathing more length through the back of the left leg. Good, then bend your left knee, guide the left knee out to the left shoulder socket, pull it all the way out, grabbing behind the left knee, flexing the left foot on top of the left knee. And gently start to guide your left knee out to the right side, bringing the left arm, the left elbow into that goalpost situation. Taking a deep inhale, and as you exhale, twist and turn. Good job. Come back to center. Hug both knees onto your chest, giving yourself a squeeze. Then bring the knees into a tabletop position. Flex your feet. Bring your shins parallel to the mat. Bring your fingertips behind the ears and gently crunch up to your knees. Now keeping the knees right over the hip line, Keeping the shoulder blades away from the mat, pushing the elbows out to the side, lengthening through the back of the neck, pull the belly button into the spine. Then slowly keeping the belly button pulled in, extend the right leg forward. Keeping the crunching sensation in the upper back, lifting the shoulder blades away from the mat, pull the right knee back, right over the hip, and then extend the left leg forward. Hold it here, maybe crunch up a little bit higher. Then as you exhale, switch. Shh. And exhale, switch. Nice and slow. Shh. Exhale, switch. Shh. Last one, exhale, switch. Shh. Now keep the left leg reaching forward, point the left toe, then reach the right foot forward, point the toes, then reach the arms forward, lift the shoulder blades away from the mat, lower the legs 2 more inches and hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze, a nice hug. Rock and roll back and forth onto your mat and make your way all the way into a tabletop position, coming to our hands and knees. Bring your wrists underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers away from each other. Bring your knees underneath the knees, the knees underneath the hips. Keep the belly nice and strong. Good. Now spread the fingers as wide as you can. Really open up through the palm. Press down through all 10 knuckles. And feel how you're lifting the energy up from your wrist joints, up from your shoulder joints. You're not sinking into any of your joints. Then keeping that lifting sensation, go through a gentle cat and cow. Keep the engagement in the core. Keep the lifting sensation from the wrist, pushing the earth away. Good. And come back to center, neutral tabletop position. Opening out to the side. Keep the right palm down. Turn the right toes back behind you and step the left leg out to the side. Lift the left arm to the ceiling. Then reach the left arm all the way forward. Find a nice long line through the entire left side body. Now again, instead of sinking into that right shoulder, can you lift up from that right shoulder, lift up from that right wrist? Then slowly keeping the left leg engaged, lift up the left leg away from the mat. Find that nice long line through the spine. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bend your back leg, reach back for your foot or ankle, capture the ankle, capture the foot, and then see if you can gently kick into your palm, roll the left shoulder back, push the chest, the belly more forward, open to the front part of the body, slowly release. Come on back into that extension, release the left palm down, release the left knee down to the mat, come on back to center. Then to the other side, turn the left toes out, left palm stays down, step the right foot back, so your right heel, left knee, and left wrist is in one line. Reach the right arm to the sky. Now first, find that nice energy line up to the right fingertips. Lift up from the left wrist, lift up from the left shoulder. Good, now reach the right arm all the way forward, bicep to the ear. Find that nice long line from the right heel, the outer arch of the right foot, all the way to the right pinky. Then engage the right outer hip and float the right foot up and away from the mat. Tuck the tailbone under. Push the earth away with the left palm. Don't sink into your joints on the left side. Then bend your top leg and reach back for your foot or ankle. Gently start to kick into your palm, opening through the chest, pushing the chest forward. Good job. Opening through the right side shoulder. Then slowly release. Come on back down. Hand down onto the mat. Knee down onto the mat. Walk your hands forward. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips high for your downward facing dog. Push the earth away with all 10 knuckles. Maybe gently bend your knees. Lift the tailbone higher, lengthen out from your lower back. Now start to wrap the tricep muscles down to the earth. Spin the bicep muscles up to the ceiling. As you press it into all 10 knuckles, feel how you're lengthening from the crown of the head, from the knuckles, all the way up to the tailbone, to the sit bones. Then maybe keeping the length in the spine, and maybe start to soften the backs of the knees towards the back of the mat, and maybe releasing the heels down to the earth. Good. And walk your hands all the way back to your feet, one handprint at a time, and come on into a ragdoll position, Uttanasana. Grabbing onto opposite elbows, letting the crown of the head to melt down to the earth. Maybe even closing the eyes, feeling the body from the inside, shifting the body weight gently closer into your toe mounts, almost feeling like you're going to fall forward, but then you engage your core and just allow this whole beautiful lengthening sensation throughout the spine, this opening in between the vertebrae, creating space in the body. Good job. Release the hands down to the mat. Walk your fingers over to the right ankle and pull the forehead closer to the right shin. Then bring your hands over to the left ankle and pull your forehead closer to the left shin. Good job. Come back to center. Bring your left fingertips down, bend your left leg and reach the right arm to the sky. Good. Now focus on the elongation through the spine. Send the tailbone back and reach the crown of the head forward. Pull the belly in. And now soften the belly and see if you can twist your chest a little bit more. Release the right fingertips down. Do the same thing on the other side. Lift the left arm to the sky. Find more length again through the whole spine. Still, tailbone reaches back, crown of the head is reaching forward. Pull the belly in. Now soften the belly and see if you can twist a little bit more up to the ceiling. Then release the hands down to the mat. Walk out all the way into a high plank position, top of a push-up. Tuck the tailbone under, let the thigh bones away from the mat. And again, focus onto those wrists. Feel how you're lifting the energy out from the wrist joints. You're not sinking to your shoulders. Good job. Slowly, either holding here or lifting the right foot up and away from the mat. Balancing on your left foot, left palm and right palm. And release the right foot down. Lift the left leg up and away from the mat. Try not to open through the hips. Keep the hips leveled. Keep the body weight into the left and right palm equally. And release the left foot down to the mat. Release the knees down and the belly hips come down to the mat. Come on into Cobra Bhujangasana. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Relative no weight in the palms. But see if you can press more energy down into your feet. Especially the pinky toe man of your feet. Spin the inner thighs towards the ceiling. Now press your feet down to the mat so much that you can lift the kneecaps away from the mat and energize through the legs, energize through the glutes. And slowly come down. Left ear down onto the mat, arms by your side. Big toes to touch, heels falling out to the side. Come back to center. One more Cobra Bhujangasana. Squeeze the shoulder blades together first. Open through the front part of the chest. And then slowly lift the chest away from the mat. Press it into the tops of your feet. Maybe this time lift up the palms just an inch away from the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Keep the back of the neck long. Hold it here. And slowly release. Bring the right ear down to the mat. Arms by your side. Big toes to touch. Heels falling out to the side. Bring the forehead back to center. Turn the palms down. Your thumbs are facing out. Now first energize through the legs. Lift up the kneecaps. Press into the tops of your feet. Then slowly start to peel your chest away from the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades and keep the arms straight. Now start to lift the legs up and away from the mat. Lifting the legs from the shin bones. Lifting the legs from the inner thighs. Keeping the legs as straight as you can. And then slowly lift the arms up and away from the mat. Now making the elbows as straight as possible. Keeping the back of the neck long. Gazing down at the top of the mat. Keep everything up. Just interlock the hands behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. See if you can squeeze the heels of the hands together. Lengthen out through the arms. Reaching the fists towards the heels. Lengthen through the legs. And then slowly come on back down. Good. Press the palms down to the mat. And stretch back into a child's pose. Bring the knees wide into the mat. Big toes to touch. Drop the belly between the thighs. Reach the arms all the way forward. Keep this child's pose a little more active. Lift the forearms and the elbows away from the mat. Press the knuckles down to the earth. Now lift up the chest just halfway. Slide your right arm underneath your left arm. Turn the right palm to the ceiling. And then rest your right shoulder down to the mat. Right ear and right shoulder down to the mat. Find that twist. You keep lifting the left forearm and left elbow away from the mat. Good. Then come back. Right palm reaches forward, keeping the tricep and the elbow away from the mat. Slide the left arm underneath you. And then rest onto your left ear, left shoulder, as you keep reaching the right arm forward. Deep inhale and exhale. Good job. Come on back up. We're going to come into a puppy pose. So bring the knees over the hips. And now walk your hands all the way forward. Keeping the hips over the knee line. Reach with the fingers forward. And then see maybe your chest can come all the way down to the mat. Maybe your forehead comes down to the mat. Maybe if your chest is down to the mat, you can lift up the gaze and bring the chin onto the mat. Opening to the throat chakra as well. Melting the chest down to the mat. I know my voice is a little weird like that. Good job. And gently, one hand print at a time, walk all the way back. Come on into a tabletop position. From there, come on into your downward facing dog. Hips come high to the sky. Deep, slow inhale through the nose. Deep, slow exhale out through the nose. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up your chest, come into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the forehead to your shins. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Rise up, bring the palms to touch. Gaze up. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Inhale, lift up your arms. Reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up your chest. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back into a high plank position. Pause in your high plank. Bring your feet together. Right palm stays down. Lift the left arm to the sky. Side plank Vashisthasana. Same thing here. Try not to sink into the right shoulder, right wrist joint. Lift the energy up into the left fingers. Energize through your core, through the legs, to lift the weight out from the right wrist joint. Good job. Come back into center. Pause there, or maybe add an optional chaturanga push-up. Good. Then back into your high plank pose. Left arm stays down. Right arm reaches to the sky. Lift up from the left wrist joint. Reach the energy up to the ceiling with the right finger. Now pull the belly in. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze the outer hips and lift the hips even higher. Good. Come back to center. Optional chaturanga push-up. Back into your high plank and glide back. Downward facing dog. One time breath. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, fold the mat. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, lift up the arms. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Leave the breath flow. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Exhale, just stand, plant the palm, step or jump back. Go down, low chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Holding your down dog. Just one round of breath. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Keep the belly engaged. Gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, melt and fold. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Rise up. Exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. Inhale, lift up the arms. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, high plank. Pause in your high plank. Come on down onto your forearms, onto your elbows. Hold in here. Tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly in. Press the forearms down to the mat. Round the space in between the shoulder blades. And keep the back of the neck long. Lift the thigh bones away from the mat. Feel the muscles around the thigh bones are being engaged. Your hips are engaged. Good. Then slowly turn the right fingers in. Roll to the outer arch of the right foot. And lift the left arm to the sky. Lift up from the right shoulder. Lift up from the right elbow. Reach the energy to the ceiling with the left fingers. Deep inhale. Energize through the legs. Flex your feet. Exhale. Come on down. Pause. Center. Hold it here. Fix your forearm point. Then turn to the other side. Left fingers in. Roll to the outer arch of the left foot. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Lift up from the left shoulder. Lengthen through the whole body. Flex your feet. Energize your legs, your core. Then come back to center. Come back in that forearm plank position. Left palm comes back to the mat. Right palm comes back to the mat. Optional vinyasa. Or just gently come back. Downward facing dog. Hips high to the sky. Deep, slow inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out, let it go. Good job. Inhale your right leg halfway up. Point the right toes down to the mat. Exhale, pull the right knee to the right tricep. Squeeze the right knee to your right tricep. See if you can lift it a little higher, maybe all the way to that right armpit. And keep your back leg as strong as you can. Push into the left toe mount and reach the chest more forward. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring the right knee to your nose. Keep your chest long as you pull the knee higher up to your chest. Hold it here, keeping the back leg strong. Round through the upper spine. Inhale, your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring it over to the left tricep, cross and hold. See if you can touch that left tricep with the right knee, keeping the left leg strong and straight. Then inhale your right leg high to the sky. And as you exhale, step it through to low lunge. Come up onto your fingertips, keep the back knee lifted. Your back heel is lifted. So all 10 toes is facing forward, they are facing forward. You pull the right hip back and you reach your chest forward. Then gently fly the arms back behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull the right hip back, turn the left hip forward. Interlock the hands behind your back, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Good job. Then inhale, rise up. Lift the arms to the ceiling. Crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Draw the right thigh bone deeper, keeping the back leg strong. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Good job. Then fly the arms back behind you one more time. Shift the body weight closer into your right foot, bend your right leg, and step up into your warrior three. Lifting the left leg up and away from the mat, reaching the arms back behind you. If you need to modify, you can grab a block, one or two, and use it to the highest block. Reach back to the left heel, lift the left leg from the left inner thigh. Now if you use the block, try not to put all your body weight onto the block. Stay light onto your fingers or onto your palms. Maybe your arms are by your side, reaching back. Taking a deep inhale. Slowly start to bend your right leg and step back into warrior one. Turn the back heel down and inhale, lift up. Warrior one, reach the arms to the sky. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Now we practiced that yesterday, we're gonna practice it again. So push the back arch of the left foot down to the mat. So that's the outer arch of the back foot. Push it down to the mat and lift the left inner knee away from the mat as you constantly turning that left hip joint forward and pulling the right hip back. But keep the energy in the leg. Then bring the hands behind your back. Interlock the hands, lift up your chest. Exhale, start to reach your chest forward, lean forward. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach with the chest forward. Anchor down to the back heel. Good job. One more time. Inhale back into your warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Go through an optional vinyasa or skip that and go back. Simply downward facing dog. Anytime you need to modify, listen to your body. Inhale your left leg halfway up. Reach back to that left heel. Exhale, come forward. Bring the left knee to the left tricep. Now see if you can slide the left knee a little higher, all the way to that armpit. Really feel the left side oblique as you keep the engagement in the right leg. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. As you exhale, pull the left knee to your chest, but gaze forward. Now see if you can lift the left shin bone a little higher up to your chest. Good, inhale, left leg high to the sky. Exhale, left knee comes to your right tricep. Squeeze it in, twisting your upper body, keep your right leg strong and straight. See if you can touch that right tricep with the left knee. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through low lunge. Come up onto your fingertips. Keep your back heel lifted. Reach your chest forward. Now, turn on your core muscles, keeping the back leg strong, keeping the left hip into the center line. Fly the arms back behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades, energize through the arms. Pulling the left hip back, turning the right hip forward. If you feel like it's hard to balance in this pose, you can always separate your feet like hip distance apart. Then interlock the hands behind your back. Try to do the awkward one, the one that does not come naturally. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lengthen through the neck as you pull the belly in. Good job. Then inhale, rise up into high crescent lunge. Then reach the arms to the sky. Find the correct distance for you so you can still drop the left thigh bone deeper and keep the right leg strong and straight. Reach the arms up to the sky. High crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Good job. Bring the hands by your side. Lean forward with the chest once again. Keep guiding the left hip back. You need to use the outer left hip muscles. Good. Then shift the body weight forward. Bend your left leg and step up into warrior three. Now again, you can use that block. Place the block underneath your shoulders and modify your warrior three if you need that. You can always keep a bend into the front leg to protect the hamstring muscle on the front leg. But see if you can keep this lift. Good. Interlock the hands the opposite way. Lift up your chest. And as you exhale, start to lean forward with your chest, pull the left hip back, reach forward with the sternum, squeeze the shoulder blades together. See if you can sink down just a little bit deeper with the left thigh. Keep pushing the right heel down to the mat. Inhale, rise back up. Warrior one, lift up the arms. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Come on into a high plank position. From here, lower down to your chaturanga. Upward facing dog or downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up your chest, Ardha. Exhale, fold forward. Then toe heel your feet all the way mat distance apart, but keep your feet parallel. Your toes are pointing forward, your heels are hiding directly behind the toes. Then sit down nice and deep. Try to send the body weight all the way back to your heels, so you're sending your booty back behind you. Ideally, your knees and your hips are going to become in one line. They're going to come in one line. Your fingertips can stay down onto the mat, or you're dropping the belly in between the inner thighs and maybe reaching the palms forward like you're holding a block in between the palms. Lengthen out through the spine. So reaching the sit bones back, reaching the fingertips forward, keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Drop the hips down and turn the toes out. Coming into Malasana. Hands at your heart center, pushing the elbows into the inner knee. Working on uprighting your spine. Pull the belly into the spine. Lift up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Deep inhale. Hold it through as you exhale. If this is enough, you can hold in your Malasana. Otherwise, left fingertips down. Right arm comes high to the sky, open to the chest. You can always find a half bind if you like. Reaching the right arm back behind you, maybe a full bind if you like. Good. Come back to center. Release from the bind. Hands at your heart. The right fingertips out to the side. Lift the left arm to the sky. Good. You can find a bind if you did that on the other side. Half bind, full bind, whichever you like. Pushing the right tricep into the right inner knee. Beautiful. Slowly release. Come back to center. Hands at your heart. Good. Now hands down to the mat. You can come into, you can stay in your Malasana. You can even do your Malasana with a block, or you can come into a flying frog pose, or you can do a crow pose. So I'm gonna do the flying frog because you're perfectly set up for that flying frog. Maybe I can turn around. Hands down, shoulder distance apart, spreading the palms, pushing the knees into the tricep, coming onto the tippy toes. Then start to work on just leaning forward a couple of times, just leaning forward a couple of times. Coming onto the tippy toes and leaning, pushing the body weight all the way forward. And eventually maybe you feel safe to fold the toes away from the mat. And hold there for the last 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Come on back, straighten out the legs. Toe heel your feet together all the way. So your big toes and the heels are all the way together. Then coming to chair pose, Utkatasana. Lift up the arms. Sit down deep into your chair. Pull the belly in, lengthen out from the spine. Maybe open the arms a little bit wider into a V, but soften the inner shoulders away from the ears. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. Deep inhale. Exhale, bring the hands behind your back. Sit down deeper, turn the palms down, the thumbs out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Then interlock the hands behind your back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lengthen through the spine. Good, release the bind. Inhale, come back into your chair pose. Good, press into your heels. Come up into one-legged Tadasana, lifting the left leg up and away from the mat. Maybe your fingertips can come down to the mat. Maybe your palms can come down to the mat. And maybe you can come into your flying pigeon pose. Hooking the left toe to the outside of the right leg. Run through the spine, engage the core. And maybe lift the right leg up and away from the mat. Then slowly come back. All the way into that one-legged Tadasana. Try not to touch the mat with the left leg. Lift the left arm up. Good. Then we're coming into eagle pose. Wrap the left arm underneath the right. And wrap the left leg over the right. Kickstand, bind, half bind, whatever you have. Then find that nice long line. Lean back with the chest. Keep the spine as long as you can. Squeeze the outer hips, tuck the tailbone under. Then see if you can sit down a little bit deeper by squeezing the inner thighs, squeezing the elbows together. Lean back a little bit more. Press the forearms forward as you lift the elbows all the way shoulder height. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Good job. Then slowly start to lean forward. Bring the elbow down to your knee. Round through the upper spine. Maybe bring the elbow all the way to the knee. Maybe sit down even deeper. Then just lift up your chest. Keep the eagle arm. Unwind your left leg and send it back behind you for your eagle arm airplane. Oops, I don't have enough room behind me. Try to lift the left leg up without touching the mat. Turn the left pinky toe down to the mat and lift the left leg from the left inner thigh. Reach the fingers forward, the left foot back behind you. Now keep the eagle arm, soften the right leg, and then step back all the way into warrior one. Reach the arms to the ceiling, bend your right knee more, keeping that eagle arm or maybe grabbing an opposite shoulder. Good, then release the arms, inhale, lift the arms to the sky, exhale, hands behind your back, interlock the hands, lift up the chest, reach forward, then shimmy the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee and drop the crown of the head down to the mat. Lift the shoulder blades away from the ears, lift the fist to the sky. Root down to the back heel and hug the right hip back to the center line. Good, inhale, lift up the chest, reach it all the way to the sky. Exhale, open to the side, warrior two. Bend your front knee, pull the belly in, and coming into an extended side angle. Right elbow down, left arm to the sky. Turn the left thumb towards the back of the room. Internally rotate the left arm. Bend your left elbow and reach back behind your back. Finding a nice half bind. Good. If you have full bind in your practice, feel free to go into your full bind here. Or maybe even go up into your bird of paradise. Gazing down to the right foot, stepping the left foot in. Shifting the body weight to the left foot. Squeezing the right inner knee into the right tricep. Stand up, keeping the bind. And maybe adding that right leg extension out to the side. Good, if you have the bird of paradise, slowly come back. Step the right foot down. Step the left foot back. Keep the bind if possible. Then everybody open up from your bind. Turn on your strong core. Come back into your warrior two. Reverse your warrior, reach the right arm up. Bend your right knee more. Then exhale, bend the hands down to the mat. Step your right leg back, go through a vinyasa, or just simply make your way back to your downward facing dog. Good job. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Good, inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Once again, come on back into that chair pose. Sit down nice and deep into your chair. Pull the belly in. Drop the thigh bones deeper. Tug the tailbone under. Then reach the arms back behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Interlock the hands behind your back. Sit down even deeper. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Stay deep into your chair pose. Release the grip, inhale the arms up. Good job. And then slowly press into the heels. We're going to rise up into one-legged Tadasana, and this time we're going to lift the right knee up and away from the mat. Flex the right foot. Keep your left leg strong and straight. Okay, then coming into our figure four. Cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. Flex the right foot. And really feel how you're sending those hips further back behind you. Straight behind you. You're not twisting. You're not sending the hips to the back, left corner of the mat. You're sending them straight back. Good, then stay here, keeping the spine long, squeezing the shoulder blades, maybe releasing the forearms down onto your shin. Maybe the fingertips can come down, still working on that flat spine, or your palms go flat onto the mat. You're hooking the right toes to the outside of the left arm, then leaning into your chaturanga arms, and maybe adding the lift of the back leg. 3 more breaths. And then slowly and gently release. Come on back into that one-legged Tadasana. And then come on into eagle. Wrap your right arm underneath the left. Find opposite shoulder or find your full bind. Then bend your left leg and wrap your right arm around the left. You can find your kickstand position. You can find your bind, double bind. Point the right toes down to the mat. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Hug the elbows in. Lift the elbows all the way shoulder height and press the forearms forward. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Squeeze the outer hips. Tucking the tailbone under, pulling the lower belly in. See if you can sit down just a little bit deeper. Then slowly start to round down. Bring the elbow to your knee. Round through the spine. Focus onto the breath. Good job. Now keep your eagle arm. Lift up your chest. Release the right leg. Then slowly, mindfully send it back behind you for an eagle arm airplane. Right toes are pointing down, especially the pinky toe of the right foot. The right foot is flexing behind you. You're reaching the arms forward. And if you need, soften the left leg, your standing leg. But try to straighten out through the lifted right leg. Then slowly bend your left knee and step back into warrior one. Keep your eagle arm. Your back heel is down. Guide your right hip forward, pull the left hip back. See if you can drop the left thigh bone deeper and reach the arms to the sky. Release your eagle arms. Reach the arms to the ceiling. And bring your hands behind your back. Find the awkward grip. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Push down through the back heel and reach your chest forward. Then shimmy your left shoulder to the inside of the right knee as you let the crown of the head to fall down to the mat. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, maybe go deeper. Hug the left hip in, push down through the right heel. Good job, slowly rise back up. Lift the arms up to the sky. Open to the side, warrior two. Adjust your feet. Turn the back toes in, extend the arms. Pull the left hip back. Soften your left inner thigh forward. And then go into extended side angle. Left elbow down, right arm to the sky. Find that nice long line from the crown of the head all the way to the back heel. And make sure the left knee is still pointing straight forward. Bend your top arm, reach back behind your back, and roll the right shoulder open. Hold here in your half bind. Working on opening to the right side chest, right side shoulder. Or maybe finding a full bind by reaching the left arm underneath you. Ideally, maybe finding one day your right wrist. Then gaze down. If you like to go into bird of paradise, step the left foot in. Squeeze that left inner knee into the left tricep. Turn on the belly muscles. Shifting the body weight to the right foot. Lift the left leg up and away from the mat. Make your standing leg strong. And maybe as an extra, click the left foot out to the side, full on bird of paradise. And slowly release the left foot back to the mat. Step the right leg back behind you. Then open up from your bind. Core is strong, rise up, keep the front knee bent, reverse your warrior, reach back. And then the hands down to the mat. Hands down, step back to down dog. Maybe go through a vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out, let it go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Lift up the arms, sit down deep. Then bring the hands to your heart center. Drop the thigh bones deeper, reach with the chest forward. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, press the palms together. Twist in your upper body. Gaze down at your knees, making sure the knees are still in one line. And maybe place the right palm onto your lower back sacrum to make sure the lower back is still long. Your twists are not twisting. Your hips are not twisting. Good. Hold it here, maybe fly those arms open. Maybe squatting down into your side crow. Palms shoulder distance apart. Leaning into your chaturanga arms and maybe pick up your toes. Bring the big toes to touch. Balance. Nice job, release. Come back to center and fold forward. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Grab onto your big toes with the index finger, middle finger. Reach the chest forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Now lift the shoulder blades away from the ears and lengthen to the back of the neck as you push your elbows out to the side. And maybe gently shift the body weight more into your toe mounts. Feel that stretch throughout the entire both legs. Feeling the IT band stretch, feeling the hamstring, the calves. Good job, release. Toe heel your feet together. Big toes to touch, heels to touch. Drop the thigh bones deep and inhale the arms up. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Bring your hands to your heart center. Dropping the thighs deeper. Twist, hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Check onto the knees. Check onto your lower back sacrum situation. Then press the knuckles together. With each inhale, lengthen through the spine from the sit bones all the way to the crown of the head. And with each exhale, soften the belly and twist a little bit deeper. Maybe fly the arms open, or maybe squat down and come on into your side crow. Placing the outer left knee onto your right tricep, leaning into your chaturanga arms and picking up your feet. Hold. 3. Focus on the breath. 2. And 1. Nice job. Coming back to center. Forward fold. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Bend your knees a lot. And slide your palms underneath your feet. Step onto the entire palm. Feeling how you're pushing those toes into the wrist crease. Really opening up through the wrist joint. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, fold. Now again, lift the shoulder blades away from the ears. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Then push the elbows out to the side. Then turn on the bicep muscles to pull the upper body closer to the lower body. Maybe pull the forehead towards the shins. Good job. Slowly release. Toe heel your feet together. And then come back into chair pose, Utkatasana. Bring the hands to your heart center. Come on high onto your tippy toes. Lift the heels away from the mat. Now squeezing the ankles towards each other. Squeezing the big toes towards each other. Lifting the heels as high as you can. Start to drop the thighs a little bit deeper. So you're balancing on your toes. You're dropping the hips deeper and deeper. Hold there. Then slowly release the hips down onto your heels. And slowly come on all the way down onto your mat. Good job. Come on into boat pose, Navasana. Grab behind the knees. Roll the shoulder blades together. Make your spine as long as you can. Now commit to this beautiful, strong spine. Then lift the feet, the heels away from the mat. Good. Now feel how you're balancing in between the sit bones and your tailbone. You find that soft spot right there. Pull the belly in, keeping the lower back long. Maybe release the arms. Turn the palms towards each other, like you're holding a giant block. Squeeze the shoulder blades together onto your back, and maybe slowly start to straighten out to the right leg. Just an option. Then rebend your right leg and straighten out to the left leg. Again, just an option. And bring it back and see if you would be able to straighten out through both legs. Thighs are engaged. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Your spine is long. Then you can either keeping the knees bent or keeping the legs straight. And slowly go down into Ardha Navasana, low boat pose. Hold it here. Pull the belly in. Reach the arms forward. Of course, you can always modify by bringing the elbows down, but keep the lower belly strong. And hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to go back into boat pose, Navasana. Maybe straightening the legs. Hold it here. Pull the belly in. Good job. Then slowly lowering down into Ardha Navasana. Keeping the toes and the eyes in one level. Keeping the shoulder blades away from the mat. Engaging the thighs. And one more time, you're going to come back into boat pose, Navasana. Maybe straightening those legs this time. And hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Nice job. Alright, come on into seated position onto your mat. We're going to stretch out our hips, starting with a wide-legged stretch. Open up the legs. Turn the toes to the ceiling, the knees to the ceiling. If this is already difficult for you to sit upright, just bring the hands behind you. Work on straightening out through the spine, especially your lower back. If you like to go forward, you can start to reach forward with the fingers. Now check onto the toes. Are your toes still pointing to the ceiling? If they are, then maybe go a little more forward. Check onto the toes. Are they still pointing to the ceiling? If they are, then maybe you can come down onto your forearms. Reach with the chest forward, constantly adjusting your feet so the kneecaps and your toes are pointing to the ceiling. So you really feel that nice opening here in around the base of your hips. Now imagine I'm coming over and I'm spinning your inner thighs up towards the ceiling, creating that kind of a motion movement in your legs, but at the same time, you're reaching forward with your chest. Deep inhale and exhale. Good job. Walk your hands back. Bring the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana. You're going to start with the heels away from the sit bones, like a nice diamond shape here. Grab onto your ankles, sit up nice and tall. Then slowly start to lean forward. Push the elbows into the inner knees. Like your forearms could be onto the shin. Then slowly bring the forehead down further towards the mat. But keep working on lengthening through the neck and pushing those elbows into the inner knees. Good job. Come back up. Slide your heels closer to the sit bones, as close as they go. Now let the knees fall out to the side and sit up nice and tall. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale with a flat spine, reach forward. Pause. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, the neck is long. And slowly go more forward. Then slowly start to round down, bring the forehead down to your toes. Round through the spine. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out, let it go. Slowly lift up the chest. Then bring the sole of the right foot out to the side. Bring the sole of the left foot into the right inner thigh. Then push the left knee down towards the mat. Now soften it down towards the earth. Keep the belly engaged. Turn over your right leg. Then gently walk your fingers over your right shin. And then maybe bring the right forehead, or there's just one forehead. The forehead down onto your right knee. If you can't find your knee with your forehead, bend your knees. Bend your right knee. And then use your forehead to push into that knee and maybe soften the back of the right knee down towards the mat even more. Dandara Janu Shirshasana, forehead to knee posture. And slowly come on back up. Switching out to the other side. Left leg goes out to the side. Bring the sole of the right foot in. Gently press the right knee down, feeling that opening in the right hip joint. Then lift up your chest, turn your chest, pull the belly in, and then walk your fingers forward. Bring the forehead towards that left knee. Flex the left foot. Now if you have no chance, you can just bend your left knee and bring the forehead onto your knee. There you can find a connection. Then use that forehead to gently press the left knee back down towards the earth, softening the back knee down, back of the left knee down to the mat. So good. And gently rise back up, sitting up onto our mats. Cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. Bring the hands behind you and lift up your chest. Push the right knee away from you. Flex the right foot and feel that opening through the right hip. Maybe start to walk the hands closer. Maybe walk the left foot closer. Start to get a little closer to that right shin bone with the chest. Now reach your left leg all the way forward. Grab onto your right leg. Either bring both forearms underneath the right shin and then just work on pulling the right shin a little closer to the body, but gently. Or you wrap your left elbow around the right foot and the right elbow around the right knee. And then pulling the right shin close to your chest. Keep the left leg active. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale as you stay here. Good, then you're going to grab this right leg. You're going to swing it over the right shoulder. So it's going to end up in between the elbow and the shoulder. Then with your left hand, you're going to grab the outer arch of the right foot. And you're going to place the right palm down to the mat. Push into that right palm and lift up your chest. Now, start to kick your right heel out to the side. And then see if you can slowly, with the breath, work on straightening through the right leg. But that doesn't mean that your right leg is going to go straight, especially not the first time. Maybe not even the 100th time, and that's totally fine. I just want you to feel that nice stretch in your outer right hip, in your right hamstring, in your right calf maybe. And maybe eventually you can kick into that on the left hand so much that you can straighten through the right leg and maybe gaze underneath the left armpit. Good job, slowly release. We're going to switch to the other side. Sitting down onto the mat. Cross the left ankle on top of the right knee. Lift up your chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then slowly with each and every exhale, allow your right heel to come closer to your right glute. Maybe walking the hands in. So you're getting really, really nice and close with the left shin and your chest. Flexing the left foot to protecting the left knee. Holding here, feeling that opening through the left hip joint. Deep inhale and exhale. Good job. Then slowly slide your right heel in front of you. Grab the left shin, left foot. Bring both elbows underneath the left shin. Now you're most likely rounding here. So can you work on uprighting your spine? Or maybe go with the elbows framing the left shin, left knee. Allow the hands and then work on uprighting your spine. Feeling that stretch in the left outer hip, keeping the right leg active. Good job. Release. Grabbing the left leg, swinging the left knee over the left shoulder. It's going to end up in between the elbow and the shoulder someplace. Then you plant the left palm down to the mat. You use that to really press into the mat to upright your spine. Then with your right hand, you're going to reach and grab the outer arch of the left foot. Now you have the connection. Upright your spine and slowly start to kick the left heel out to the side. So you're going to feel the stretch, of course, in your shoulder, but mostly you're going to feel the stretch in your left hamstring and the left leg. So work slowly with your breath to keep the spine nice and upright, to press into the left palm, and then see if you can kick the left heel out so much that maybe one day you can straighten out with the left leg and maybe gaze underneath the right armpit. These are all options. Good job. Then slowly release. Come on back. Stretch both legs in front of you. Sit down onto your mat. Grab the flash from underneath the sit bones. Pull the belly in. Bend your knees if you're having a hard time sitting upright. Then reach the arms to the ceiling. And as you exhale, lean forward. Reach forward. Keep the chest lifted. And then reach forward. Lean forward. Then slowly melt all the way down. Round to the spine. Bring your belly onto your thighs, your chest onto your knees, your forehead onto your shins. Now if you're really deep and you can go deep into this posture, I love to grab a block here, place around the soles of the feet just like that, and then bring the heels of the hands around the top of the block. Inline the hands, your knees can be bent to start with, then gently walking, streaming the hips further back, softening the backs of the knees down to the mat, finding a beautiful forward fold. Good job. Slowly release. Bend your knees. One vertebrae at a time. Roll back down onto your mat. Bring your soles of the feet close to your sit bones. Arms by your side. Arms are straight. Pressing the outer arm bones down to the mat. Then press into your heels and lift the hips up and away from the mat for a gentle bridge pose. You don't have to lift the hips too high. Just keep them a little bit of an elevation. Then maybe interlock the hands underneath your glutes if you like to do that. Press into the pinky edge of the palm. Good. Release the palms, release the hips down to the mat. Open up the knees, soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it out, let it go. Bring your knees together. Pull the knees onto your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Come into a full happy baby. Soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. You can always grab behind the knees or reach from the inside of the feet to grab the outer arches of the feet. Maybe stretching the legs out to the side. See if you can keep the whole spine down to the mat. Your lower back, tucking the chin to the chest. Back of the neck is long. Good job. Pull the knees back onto your chest. Coming into a plow pose. Grabbing the back of the back of the spine, the lower back. Swing the legs up and overhead. I don't have enough room, but you can straighten your legs if you like. And if your toes are touching the mat, you can interlock the hands behind your back and pressing the pinky edge of the palm down to the mat. Or maybe you want to bend your knees, coming into an ear-pinning posture. Supporting your lower back, slowly on one vertebrae at a time, roll back all the way down onto your mat. Coming for our last supine twist, left leg is long, right knee comes into the right shoulder socket. Exhale, turn and twist, assist the right leg over to the left, gaze over to the right. So good. And come back to center, hug the knees in, neutralize the spine. Switch to the other side, left knee comes into that shoulder socket, right leg is long, tuck the chin to the chest. You can keep your eyes closed, focusing on the breath. And then as you exhale, turn and twist, assist the right leg over to the left leg over to the right, and gaze over the left shoulder. Beautiful. Come back to center, give yourself one more squeeze, one more hug. Then slowly come on down, all the way onto your mat. Separate your feet at least mat distance apart. Your arms by your side. You can even lift the arms up and overhead, coming into the starfish pose. Reaching the fingers and the toes away from each other. But you can keep the arms by your side. Tuck the chin to the chest. Take a slow inhale through the nose. And slowly let it out as you exhale. Softening the whole body down to the mat. Taking a couple conscious breaths here in your Shavasana. Relaxing the whole body, maybe taking your time to scan through the body, connecting to each and every inch of your beautiful body. Softening the muscles around the face, softening the muscles around the whole body, and even softening the skin around the muscles around the body. If you enjoy Shavasana, just stay right here. If you like to move on, turn the head from one side to the other, massage at the back of the skull. And gently bend your knees. Roll over to your right side. And slowly press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Cross your shins. Easy seat, Sukhasana. Bring your hands to your heart center. Tuck the chin to the chest. Sit up nice and tall. Just take a moment to notice the shift in the body, the shift in the mind. Just simply practicing yoga, focusing on your breath for about 60 minutes. Turning inward and focusing on you. Gently lift the thumbs in between the eyebrows. Lift the gaze to the ceiling. Blink your eyes open. And together we bow forward. Namaste. Beautiful job today. Thank you so much for joining me on this nice Tuesday morning. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the class. Please leave me any feedback, any comments, any requests. I would love to chat with you guys. It was wonderful to see you. You can find these videos and other videos on YouTube at Aura7 Yoga. So please go ahead and visit us over there as well. I am wearing one of our, this is a biodegradable fabric, and the leggings are made out of recycled fishing net. So I'm super excited about these fabrics. They're really sustainable and they help our beautiful planet to stay healthy and stay wonderful. All right, friends, take care, have a wonderful week, and see you very soon.